Hi, welcome to another one of our quick product gear reviews. Today we're going to be looking at the Lifeventure Compression bag. Very similar to what we looked at in our previous video with the dry store bag. It's made of the same material, it does a very similar job, but with the added advantage of some compression there as well, so we can fit more gear within the bag, compress that down and fit more within our kit bag or our rucksack. They come in the various different sizes, same as the dry store bag range. So this is one of the compression bags. You can see this is the blue one. Tells me straight away that this is the 5 litre bag. Again on here, same material as the dry store bag. So these are nicely waterproof. Although they don't seal in the same way as the dry store bag, so it's not quite so much a guarantee of waterproofness. They seal in a slightly different way. This is the 5 litre bag. We've also got the green bag here, and the green one you can see on the label there gives us our 10 litres. We also have the other sizes as well. This is the red, which is 15 litres. As I said, these close in a different way than the dry store bags. If you have a look at our dry store bag video, we draw the air out, squash the air out of that bag, seal the top, roll that over 4 times and fasten the clip. That makes that guaranteed waterproof, watertight bag. The way this one works, because the main purpose of this bag is compression and space saving, is with a drawstring top. So we just, it's very robust, very well made. You can tell the quality is really there. So we just clip that spring in, drawstring, the bag is closed, and then we can use the compression lid and the compression straps to really compress the kit that we've put in there. So we're going to have a little try and see how much we can squash in to this, which is the smallest 5 litre bag, the smallest one of the range. So the first thing I've got here, I've got a pair of my Birdhouse waterproof trousers. I will be doing a review of these as well, especially after our last trip up to Snowdon, which was a very wet day. So let's squash those into the bag. Get those in there, and you can see when we look at that bag is almost kind of 3/4 full, but we can squash them in, squash them down. That's the idea of that. What else can we put in there? Here we've got a pair of Sealed Skins waterproof gloves. Really warm, really thick, very waterproof. Let's squash those into there as well. They fit beautifully down there. Lovely pair of Rab stretch grip gloves, very good on a kind of slightly cold day where you don't want to get a big pair of gloves out. Really good gloves, very nice and grippy, retaining the dexterity of the fingers when you're wearing those. We've got a buff. This is a solar buff, so if you're afflicted with not much hair on top like myself, this really keeps the sunburn from the top of the head without the additional heat of wearing a hat, which I find always makes me a bit too warm. Buff keeps me cool and keeps the sun off. We've also got another buff here. This is a polar buff, and this is a normal kind of buff, but with the woolen bit at the end. We took this to our trip to Nepal when we went to Everest, and it's fantastic. Really keeps the additional warmth in. That can go in there as well. We've got a wonderful pair of black diamond fingerless gloves, fantastic for a little bit of climbing or scrambling. We've used those on Trappan recently. Really good bit of kit. You can see it's all going in nicely into this bag. And we've got a great little hat from a little memento from when we went to Everest. This is an Everest base camp one, and this is actually made with yak wool. So again, nice and warm, not doing the yak much good at the moment. And you can see that all fits in quite nicely. It's quite full. I'm going to pull the drawstring there, squash that down as much as I can, You can see the 5 litre bag, it's pretty full. We could probably fit a couple of other things in. I'm now going to fasten the compression lid around the top. That one is a clip attachment, really strong and rugged. This one is also a clip attachment, and the others, as you can see, are just the kind of permanently fixed drawstring type. Okay, and now we can draw each one of those down. We've fastened the 2 clips. We can draw the others down and really compress that into a much smaller size. Squashing all the air out, compressing that down as we go. And you can see that's possibly almost half the size it was before we started to compress it. Okay, so it's very useful again for keeping your rucksack organised, for when your rucksack's a little bit full, squash things down, get the air out of them, keep them nice and compressed, maybe squeeze a little bit more in there. As we saw, similar to the same material as the dry venture bag, same colour coding, various different sizes available. The dry store bag, the focus of that one is really to keep your kit dry and waterproof. The focus of this one is to compress it, but similar materials, so again it's most likely going to stay nice and dry in there as well. Okay. Really useful for small bits of kit. As you've just seen, I've squashed a few essentials and things in there as well. Very useful sleeping bags. A lot of sleeping bags now come in compression bags, but for those that don't, or if you want a really good strong compression bag that squashes that up a bit smaller, then I'd recommend these as well. We took a big Rab Expedition sleeping bag out to Nepal. The temperatures we were having out there, a real, minus 25 degree 5-season type sleeping bag. It was rather large, even though it was a great down sleep bag, quite large to fit in our kit bag for the flight over to Lukla. So we dropped it in one of these Lifeventure Compression bags, and it really squashed it down, gave us quite a bit more room in our kit bag than if we'd have just left it in its standard kind of bag that it came with. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that product review, and look out for more on the website soon. Thank you.